stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, filled with devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sully Squad. Like I said before, death taxes and the Philadelphia Eagles making the playoffs under Sirianni. 5 for 5 under Sirianni. What's that? Three division titles in 5 years, and the first NFC East team to win back-to-back titles for Eagles. So how's it? So we're going to get a lot of football talk. Sixers are red hot. Sixers have won. Great weekend by the Sixers, and Flyers hunting and pecking in there. A couple tough overtime losses, we'll get a little. Is JT Realmuto ever signing? So anyway, we got a lot to get into here. I got my usual cast. I don't know where they went, but let's see here. All right, I got a comment. Here's my man, Eddie Prather. He says, hey, everyone, congratulations to your Eagles. Well, thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it. Hang on a second.
There we go.
There we go. And then Eddie Prather with another comment here. He says, Bigsby looked good when he got carries.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's the storyline.
But anyway, we'll get the mush picks a little later, too. So, I don't know. How about we start off with our Eagles here? Saturday started out, kind of ugly. I mean, they fumbled the opening kick. But then Dan Quinn, I'll tell you, if Dan Campbell is Big Balls Campbell going for it all the time, Dan Quinn's got pebbles in his pants because,
Danny Pebbles.
Yeah, I mean, Danny Pebbles, you know what I'm saying? Because, first off, I mean, what are you like? What they have a shitty record. They're not going anywhere. They get a big turnover, and I'm all for taking points early in the game. But to me, I actually thought holding them to 3 was a big momentum swing in that game. If I'm Washington, I think at that point in the game, I think I go for that. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I would have went for it.
Yeah,
if they got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Here's our man, Mike Fuji. He says, what's good, fellas? Happy Monday. What's up, Mike? How you doing? So I thought a couple really encouraging things from the game. I mean, first off, Jordan Davis is a freaking stud. I mean, he definitely ate his Wheaties this year.
Yeah.
The Peloton really helped him out, man.
Or didn't eat his Wheaties because he's kind of in shape.
Yeah, that's true. Or he's eating Wheaties and he's not he's not doing the he's not doing the 2 for 5s no more. You know what I mean? He ain't doing them Wendy's Biggie Bag Johns. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Jalen Carter needs to really take notes on that. Just imagine if the tables were. Imagine if both of them were like that, lights out.
Well. The encouraging thing is, Jalen Carter, he obviously has been playing hurt, because he just got his.
True.
Now, first off, this defense, one of the best defenses in football,
Absolutely. Hands down.
So imagine we go into the playoffs and you got Jalen Carter, who's fresh, right? Coming in healthy. Jordan Davis balling the fuck out. Jalen Phillips is fit in like a glove. And, and the secondary's playing great. I mean, the bottom line is everything's setting up for the Eagles to make a run. Everything's setting up,
And you can't forget, too, Joey, you got Brandon Graham playing nose tackle. You put him where you want.
He looks good, too.
Yeah, exactly. I think since he's been there, Diego, 3 sacks.
Yeah, looks good.
But just that freshness of rotation, like we always said, Ajomo, Byron Young, Carter. I mean, I can go on, but these guys are just playing as a team, a unit, and how they should be. Minus the secondary, Adoree, he's so hot and cold, but you haven't really heard a bad thing about him this week,
You know what? Adoree Jackson, I know he looked like shit that first Dallas game, and there's been times when he's looked like, but he's not. I don't think he's had that terrible of a year, to be honest with you.
Nah.
He's been much better.
And Mitchell and DeGene have been lights out. They haven't given up a touchdown all year.
Nah, 185 and 181 or something like that, him and Quignon. But yeah, you're right. I mean,
here's our man Paul Spencer. You could check him out on the Dallas show Wednesday nights. He says, "What's up, fellas? Another year on the comfy couch."
Yeah, that's about right. You can thank Jerry's World.
I got another comment here. Eddie Prather says he would pay Jordan Davis first. I think you got to pay. See, the only problem they're going to have, because it's a shame, because I like Ajomo too, because they're not going to be able to keep Carter, Ajomo, and Jordan Davis. So, maybe you pick your poison, and maybe Ajomo pulls a Milton Williams and he goes somewhere else. You know what I mean? Because I don't.
This was going to say that you're going to have somebody be the Milton Williams of that group, unfortunately. And then how about Nakobe Dean? Hurting his hammy.
What's new?
Yeah, but I mean, I want to see more of Jahad Campbell. You got to get him more in that snap count rotations, man. I mean, it is what it is.
No way. Paul Spencer says Trayvon Diggs got his concussion. He hit his head and stolen his TV on his wall.
That's a good excuse to get out of the fight for the Cowboys.
I heard the first one he fell and hit his head, but man, he's got more excuses than Carter got liver pills, man. Wow.
Yeah, as my boy Mark Withers used to say back in the day, he's like, that dude's got more stories than Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
So, but anyway, yeah. Any other takeaways from I'll tell you another takeaway from Saturday. Saquon, you see that spin move? First off, that spin move was Saquon's starting to look a little bit more like Saquon to me. I mean, he's a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
I mean, hey, what more better? Like you said, Joe, have it down at crunch time at the end. Let these dogs loose. Which you can't ask for anything better. But I think the three of us in the group chat. How about Jake Elliott, dude? He is shitting the bed.
Yeah, that's a major concern going into the playoffs because I mean, and he was a concern last year. I mean, like in that Rams game, I give him credit. Like he did hit a couple big field goals, but he missed two huge extra points that we could have lost that football game because of him.
Now, before we talk any more about it, would you sign a guy would you go younger, or would you sign a guy like I think I said in the text, Justin Tucker?
No.
I would do and what they're not going to do anything. I don't think.
I don't think you really can. If this late into a year, Jake Elliott's been kicking for you for so many years. You ride him out until the end of this year, and then you make a decision on him. It is what it is at this point.
Yeah.
We know he has a leg. We know he can make the kicks. We've seen him do it. So it's a matter of him doing it, like what we've seen already.
Yep, stepping up and doing it, yeah.
He's in his head. He has hit big kicks in his career, which, I mean, if he has anything going for him, that's what he has going for him. He's been in big spots. He's hit big kicks. He's won games. He's been under that pressure. So, I mean, you go sign a guy off the street who's never been under that pressure. Maybe he doesn't miss again for the rest of the year. Then here he comes under the lights, and he's not ready to kick under that. At least we know Elliott has. I ain't concerned about him for sure. Is this his last season with us? Maybe, but I feel like you just have to ride it out with him.
He has his year. He is having a shittier year than last year, to be honest.
Yeah,
9.75 brought that up. What, 17 for 24 kicks or something? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's worse.
Yeah. Yep.
How about? Yeah, I don't know. The NFC is wide open. Like, what team do we see in the NFC that's like we can't beat them?
I mean,
the Seahawks.
So to me, To me, I think talent-wise, the Rams are the best team. But look at the Rams.
The Rams prove that they can lose all the time.
They showed Thursday night, just like you said, as the game went on, they were getting Leonard Williams and DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah,
Kicking Stafford's ass.
I mean, they lost to Seattle once, and then they beat Seattle in a game where they had 4 picks, and Seattle still had a chance to win that game.
Yeah.
You know what? So you know what could happen in all seriousness?
Yeah.
If San Francisco wins, San Francisco plays the Colts tonight. Old ass Phillip Rivers. They host the Bears next week, which I mean they could win that.
Then they get the Seahawks.
Then they host Seattle. If San Francisco wins the last 3 games, San Francisco, I believe, is the 1 seed.
Yep.
Really?
Right. And so here's a scenario. Here's a scenario I could see playing out. San Francisco gets the 1, right? Eagles.
The Rams got a really easy last 2 games, though.
Yeah, the Rams probably get the 5. Seattle gets maybe Seattle gets the 6. Green Bay gets the 7, or flip it, right?
Yeah.
So here's a scenario I could see, because the Eagles have a chance at the 2, but I see
we're probably going to sit in the 3.
Well, I think we're going to sit in the 3 because those players talked about that Week 18 bye last year, about how big that was. And I think the Eagles are going to prioritize rest in Week 18 even more.
Yeah, but what changes is we seen last year getting that 2 seed, something happened. We ended up hosting the final game against Washington. We're in a little bit of a different situation here with the 3 seed.
Right, but let's look at this scenario. So say San Francisco's all right. So say the first round.
Yeah.
If Green Bay plays Chicago again and Jordan Love is healthy, Green Bay as the 7 seed could go to Chicago and beat them, and then we have 2 home games anyway.
Okay.
Right? Then if San Francisco's the 1, if that's in that scenario, if San Francisco's the 1, I could see Green Bay going to San Francisco and beating them too. Or if they don't beat them, I take my chances with going to San Francisco in the championship game.
Yeah. I would take my chance going to San Fran or Seattle.
Yeah, Mike Pap. Hey, what's up, Mike? Merry Christmas,
Mike?
bro.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Mike Kaepernick says, but seriously, what if the Eagles done offensively gives us any hope to win a playoff game?
Yeah, I'm still on that boat. Even after the last 2 weeks, watching them beat up on the Raiders and beat up on Washington, I don't see anything. I'm like, you know what? If we play a really, really good defense, that's going to beat them.
Yeah, but does it make? Do you feel a little better though watching? I mean, look, like we kicked. Everybody says it's the Raiders, and I get that. But the Raiders, the Raiders played a lot of teams tough. They played Denver tough.
They just played Houston tough.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, we could say, oh, it's the Raiders, but we beat the ever living fuck out of the Raiders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did.
You did. I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, in all honesty, I think this team is just getting started, I mean, come Sunday against the Bills is going to be a test, Like we said earlier today, Joey, if we're up, let's take the guys out the second half, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they may play it out. They may play it out this week. Because the Bears don't play. The Bears don't play until Sunday night, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike Papper Jr. says the Eagles beat up on the Raiders and Washington are bad teams. Now the Eagles would have to smoke Buffalo to get it. Again, I don't know if I agree with that though, because I mean, first
I just want to see the Eagles win a real competitive football game.
Yeah, I don't want it.
I hope Josh Allen shows up on Saturday. I hope Josh Allen brings the A game. I hope James Cook shows up. That game we won 2 years ago against Buffalo, where that was back and forth. Jay went on the last drive, goes on field, scores touchdown, wins the game. Beat a great team, beat a good team, a good quarterback in a competitive situation. Both teams want to win. Both teams want to go in the playoffs on a high note. That's what I want to say. Like I said, beating up on the Raiders and Washington still didn't give me that much hope.
Well,
play them like the Patriots played them. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? Ball out.
I mean, I would like to see that too. I mean, if in a perfect world, yeah, the Eagles have beaten a lot of good teams this year.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah, they did. Early on, they beat a lot of good teams tightly. Defense saved them in a lot of them games. Like, I want to see the offense be able to get off on a team that, like, I know Buffalo don't got the best defense, but they're good enough to be an AFC playoff team, which the AFC's tough.
Yeah, true. And I mean, their offense, it's basically you got Kincaid, Shakir, and
Cook.
Yeah. But Kenyon Coleman, I think he's as good as gone. I mean, he
didn't even get he was a healthy scratch.
Yeah, I think he's doing something like missing practices. I know he went over to Canada and he missed the team meeting, but yeah, he's not in the good graces of the coaches.
I think Buffalo is a case of, like, he had a lot of talent. You know what I mean? Looked great at the combine, but he was picked where he was picked for a reason. He's not a number one. They're asking too much out of him. Kind of like, you know how George Pickens is going off now?
Yeah.
Next to, like, CeeDee Lamb, he gets one-on-one. Like, he can just dominate his matchup. I feel like like he needs something like that. You got to put him next to a real number one like CeeDee Lamb, where he could just get one-on-ones and win.
True.
Yeah, Mike Paprick Jr. says we beat the Raiders, Washington, losses to Dallas, Bears, Chargers, all since the bye. Yeah, and again, I don't want to give, because I'm with you guys. Like, I'm with you guys as far as offensively. Offensively, they have to look good, because the only thing I would say to Mike is, yeah, I agree with him, but also since the bye, they did go to Green Bay and beat Green Bay, and they beat Detroit here. Which took the wins. But the offense looked like shit. So I'm with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with Mike as far as like we want to have a win against a good team where the offense shows up. I got you. You know what I mean? Like, I understand what you guys are saying, but I also don't want to act like the Eagles haven't beaten anybody all year, because I mean,
no, they did. They won games early on, and that's when we felt good. Like, all right, we win whatever game we get into, but then we started losing them games that we were finding ways to win.
Yeah, like Dallas game, you're up 21. How do you go in the second half and shit the bed?
Right, like that's where it started.
And Chargers too. Absolutely.
Chargers too.
Go in. Yeah.
I just hope we're not beat. I just hope, like, it's a shame, because, like, I just hope we're not kicking ourselves in the ass. Like, when we're like, say it's like round 2 and we got to go to Chicago in the playoffs, and like we're kicking ourselves in the ass. Like, damn, like we should have won that Chargers game. Like, we should have never blew that down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they should be coming here.
That got to be in the back of their mind, and I think they know what they bring to the table. Just like Diego said, you know what I mean? I mean, we're no pushovers. We're reigning Super Bowl champs, you know, for a reason.
I mean, Chicago's a good story. Chicago's a good team, and I don't want to talk shit on them, because they did kick our ass here. But I got.
That's not the same game. We play that game again.
No, 0-0, different game.
They're not running 250 yards on us.
Right,
it's not the same game.
Right,
you're not going to have that,
because Caleb Williams didn't kill us that game.
No,
they dominated the line of scrimmage and ran.
It was the rotation of the backs, I think we all said.
Right. That's kind of what I'm with you guys. But the other thing is, too, I guess what I was going to say is the Bears are, like, to me, this year's Commanders. Now, the Commanders did make the championship game, but I could really see, like, in fact, I would actually be surprised, to be honest with you, if a Green Bay is a 7, or even a Seattle as a 7 seed, didn't go to Chicago and possibly beat them. I really do. I think there's a real chance that the Bears lose that first game. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, us as the 3 seed are hosting the divisional game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now here's a question for you guys, though, because if that scenario happens,
hosting against who? The Rams?
That's what I was about to ask you. So I don't want to be a pussy, right? Because I mean, if I'm from the Eagles, you got to take on all comers. But simple question: would you rather go to Chicago for round 2 or host the Rams, being that the Rams are possibly the best team?
We beat the Rams the last 4 times we played them. We beat Matthew Stafford the last 4 times we played them.
Come home. Come in here.
Yeah. I think I want to go to Chicago.
You're what?
I'd rather go to Chicago. How you're gonna beat Stafford again? That team smelled the blood against the Eagles the last time they played. I feel like they feel like if we play them again, they're not beating us. You know, and the Eagles gotta feel like they got close the last couple of times.
Yeah, but then again, if it's here, it could be cold, windy.
That's what I'm taking.
Yeah, but that's when shit went sideways last time. Snow came in, that shit went sideways.
Well, true, but to Sean's point though, like as good as the Rams are, you can get pressure up the middle on Stafford. Like Jordan Davis and Carter and a Jomo could possibly get. We might be able to get to him. You know what I mean? But
they got Devontae Adams now.
But Devontae Adams, he's hurt.
Not by that time though.
I think he's going to be. To me, I think he's going to be a non-factor. I think he's going to get banged up again.
I don't. Yeah, but we're talking like a month from now, though.
Yeah. He's already out for 2 weeks. He'll be 6 weeks removed from a hamstring. He'll be fine. He'll be 100%. I think we can go to Chicago and beat them.
See, that's kind of what I'm saying. And then in that scenario, I think it's very likely that we have three championship games.
Exactly. Then we get a chance to host a final game
because the Rams possibly go to either San Francisco or Seattle, whoever's got the 1 seed, beat them, and then you got to look at it like this too. Then you're hosting a Rams team that's been on the road for 3 straight weeks. Yeah,
just like the Commanders were last year. They had to go on the road and win all the games and kick their ass there when they came here.
It's hard as shit in the play. I mean, I know the Giants did. Well, I'm saying it's hard as shit, but it's been done a few times. I mean, the 2005 Steelers did it. The
Green Bay did it, didn't they?
Yeah, Green Bay did it. The 2005 Steelers did it, and the 2007 Giants did it. So I mean, three teams have done it, but it's still hard to do.
Yeah, for sure. Commanders were rolling last year.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. You know what? Green Bay almost did it in 2016, I think, because they beat or maybe they didn't. No, they might not have won the first game on the road. I forget what happened with them, but hang on a second. I got a comment here. Mike Fuji says, "Merry Christmas, fellas. I'm not sure if seeing my comments is Jake Elliott a major issue." Yeah, Fuge, we're seeing it. I've read all your comments.
He is a major issue, Fuge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's definitely an issue. Yeah, we were touching on that earlier as far as like he's a concern, but with his track record and and then the fact you're not sure you want to bring another kicker in, I think they ride with him. They're ride or die with Jake Elliott, I think,
Yeah.
So
I feel like he's earned that over the years.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Like I feel you. I feel that sentiment, and ultimately that's what they're going to do. But the thing with kickers, though, dude, like kickers can lose it like overnight. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I agree.
So it's kind of one of those things where like you want to say like, yeah, you ride with him and all this stuff, and he's going to get it back. But sometimes when a kicker loses it, he just fucking loses it.
Here's my thing about Elliott. We don't see him miss short ever. The leg's there.
He's just a 43 or 53 yarder. You're shit in the bed like he did.
He keeps making that same mistake. Keeps pushing it left.
It almost makes you wonder if he's got like a pulled muscle or something. Maybe he's overcompensating for something.
It just keeps going. He's missing left every time. If you notice, it's always like he's just like, I don't know. He's not like opening his body up to let the ball like.
And just to think, we had Dicker the kicker when he got hurt.
But they came back and kicked good after that.
I know that, but we had him. I'm saying.
But we didn't. Yeah, but we didn't know that at the time. You know what I mean? I mean, at the time, Dicker the kicker was just a dude we picked up off the streets, and then he looks really good now. I mean, he's the Chargers kicker, right? I mean,
he's on fire. He's good as shit.
Most accurate kicker in the NFL.
Yeah, but by the way, too, just looking around the league. Speaking of like you looking around the league, like boy, I mean, you look at some of these games, like look at the Jaguars. Who the hell would have thought them? I mean,
I got the shit out of the Denver Broncos.
I got to eat a little crow on fucking Sunshine because I was ripping the shit out of Sunshine because he hadn't really shown anything.
He is this year.
I'll tell you, that coach must be pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
It is.
It's not like Trevor Lawrence didn't deserve all the criticism he was getting.
Yeah,
he was shit in the bed, but now he's turning it around, and he deserves credit for what he's doing. He looks like a monster. He looks elite.
Yeah. Did you see? They have a chance at the 1 seed.
Yeah.
I think it's something where like if New England loses one more game
and Denver, because Denver's one game better than them.
Game and if the Chargers beat Denver out and the Jaguars win out, the Jaguars are the 1 seed. Boy, who in the world would have thought that the Jaguars, the home field might go through Jacksonville?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Pittsburgh looks like they're starting to what is Pittsburgh 8-6 now or 9-6?
Yeah, Mike Tomlin clinched his 19th straight winning record.
Damn.
Which
damn.
Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
And then DK, it's all good. DK Metcalf got suspended 2 games for that interaction with that fan.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, he's got to be smarter. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah.
But these jerk off fans need to like. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, some of these guys, they say a lot of shit behind the state. It's almost like they feel like they got a moat in the front of them. You know what I mean? But if they saw these guys,
they want to say shit.
Yeah, if he saw DK Metcalf in an alley or in a bar, so he wouldn't say shit because he knows that he wouldn't be about that action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Supposedly, this guy has had interactions with him, and he said a derogatory comment about DK Metcalf's mom.
Well, then you get grabbed and you get punched in your face when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. But Eddie Prather says the Jags head coach made Baker Mayfield
he did
good when he was at
the OC for Tampa.
Eddie Prather says DK Metcalf is an idiot. Metcalf has a history of being a thug. Yeah, I mean, like I said, though, some of these fans are jerk offs too. The people are way too comfortable talking shit. Like,
yeah,
but it's still
and no one cares about the people. You know what I mean? Like, no one cares about that guy. It's just DK Metcalf's face in the news. It's always the players always takes a shitty end of it. So fans feel like they're kind of untouchable.
True. Like,
yeah,
typical troll.
He was trolling. Yeah, he was trolling.
Anything else? I'm trying to think about the league. Anything else about the league? Oh, Patriots with a nice comeback win. I mean,
yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson got hurt that bad.
Yeah. Do you guys think? How about the fact that Henry didn't touch the ball like the last 11 minutes? What? I have a theory. I was wondering if you guys agree. We had Andy Reid here for so long, and he was a great coach, and it was just time and stale.
It's like, time. It's time for Baltimore.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, I look at that, and to me, like, Harbaugh's been a great coach for a number of years. And honestly, when if he gets fired, someone will bring him in. Like,
he deserves a job. Just done with that team.
Yeah,
it's stale.
Clean slate. Yeah.
It's stale, man. It's just,
and the players probably feel it too. Like, Lamar's probably like, I am over this shit.
Yeah, Eddie Prather says time for Harbaugh to go. And it's funny, to your point on Pittsburgh too. Like, it's hard to rip Tomlin because Tomlin's had 19 straight winning seasons, and Tomlin's a great coach. Yada yada yada. And but it's a great accomplishment. Don't get me wrong. But I was talking to my UPS driver about it today because he's a big Steelers fan. And, to be honest, the 19 straight winning seasons is both a blessing and a curse in a way.
You never get a great pick.
Right.
You never get a great QB. You never pick top 5.
Yeah. The fucking Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016. And they're basically they're in purgatory. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're in they remind me They remind me of like the Eagles back when they were making the playoffs with like Ray Rhodes, and you had like Rodney Pete and Ty Detmer. Like it was cool. You won, you had a winning record, but like you knew you weren't really going to win anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Eddie Prather says John Harbaugh to Michigan.
Nah.
I can't see that he'd want to go where his that would be a little weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but who's going to take that Michigan job? It's so tainted, man. After all the cheating, this dude, what he did. I mean, to be continued.
Yeah. Eddie Prather says Tomlin's become Marvin Lewis when it comes to the playoffs. Kind of, in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, Tomlin has a great track record, obviously, but they haven't done anything in like years,
Gainwell, how about him having a great season up there? Like, top notch. Jaylen Warren, But yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Anything else stick out in the league? Trying to think. Oh, but you know what? I mean, Buffalo eked out a win, but Shedeur Sanders showed a little bit of flashes again. He shows flashes, but then he looks like shit at times too. I can't really get a read on him.
He looks like a rookie to me. He looks like he has a lot of talent. Then he looks like he makes rookie mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a little bit better. Speaking about Tomlin, though, I mean, it's kind of the organization's fault, though. They always give them players that are like just good enough to win games. Like if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? You let go Russell Wilson, you move on from that error. Instead of just accepting that you have to go and suck this year, you know what I mean, and maybe draft a quarterback, you go and get Aaron Rodgers going to win you games.
Yeah, it's true.
You go and trade for DK Metcalf, who's going to win you games. You got a pretty good run game. You signed TJ Watt to man money. Like the organization sets up Tomlin to win 8 to 9 games a year.
Yeah, it's basically like they're basically like it's like they patch holes in the Titanic. They put band-aids on stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. So I mean, if you're Tomlin, all you could do is coach the players they give you, right? So if they give you good enough players to win, that's not my fault. I mean, kudos to him that he's good enough to win with the guys they give him.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like I said, the last thing I really want to do is rip Tomlin because I mean we're in agreement. I think the guy's been a great coach for all these years. I mean, I can't really shit on him. Like you said, like what's he supposed to do? He's not trying to lose. You know what I mean?
Right. You give me Aaron Rodgers, hey, I'm going to utilize Aaron Rodgers and get everything I can out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a tough spot though because like the market in Pittsburgh's had all they've had so much success over the years between the Super Bowls and the playoffs. It's a tough market. It's not really a market to tank in.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you know what? Let's backtrack. Before Tomlin, you had Bill Cowher.
Same thing.
They never lost under Cowher really either. I think they missed the playoffs his last year, and they won the Super Bowl the year before that.
Yeah, so same thing.
If you really think about it, the Steelers have pretty much had good winning teams for like the last 30 some years.
Yeah, they always have a good enough team to win.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't. We'll do a little predictions of the Eagles and Bills when we get the mush on, I guess. But there's some other stuff happening in Philadelphia sports too. And one thing I'm excited about, I'll tell you, last year I couldn't even watch a fucking Sixers game. But the Sixers are not only watchable this year, but they're playing some exciting basketball. I mean,
yes, they are, man.
I mean, both Friday and Saturday night, watching this young backcourt of Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. First off, Friday night in particular, VJ Edgecombe, he brought it in.
He won the game. He hit the midi, hit the three, got the putback, had the hustle play. He went off in that last 3-4 minutes.
How about Holden Brunson, 1 for 7 down the stretch?
Yeah,
man. Totally not playing like a rookie, man. He's just loving the game, man.
Yeah.
Paul George, how about him?
Paul George was great too.
Yeah. Only X factor, I think the three of us said is Embiid with that bum ass knee.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
And B played pretty good his last couple games out.
He did. You know what? I got to you know what? You got to give Morey a little bit of credit too.
Yeah.
You know, I know
And Nick Nurse.
Yeah, it's easy to rip the shit out of Morey, you know, for the contracts and shit.
Yeah.
But look what he did this offseason. I mean, first off, you draft VJ Edgecombe. A lot of people might have just said, "Fuck it, I'm taking Ace Bailey anyway."
Yeah.
Ace Bailey could still be a good player. I'm not gonna say that's over, but Edgecombe looks like a really good pick. Then he goes out and he signs Barlow to a 2-way contract. Barlow looks like he can play. The kid
Walker.
Jabari Walker in particular played. Barlow and Walker both played really good against Dallas Saturday night.
Grimes,
right?
You know what they remind me of? They remind me of players that were playing on Toronto when Nick Nurse was on Toronto. Them players that he found to play around Kawhi. You know, a bunch of guys that just hustled, made big plays, got big rebounds, and then Kawhi, his stars, you know what I'm saying, took over when they had to take over. Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard, guys like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but yeah, Barlow, Walker's playing well.
Is Oubre back from injury? Or is
not yet.
We don't even have Oubre yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, imagine... it's amazing because like the frustrating thing about this team is like if somehow you could put Embiid in it and like have him go back in time and come back as the version of 3 years ago. You know what's crazy? If he could, this team literally would win the East.
I agree.
Oh,
I think they still can win the East.
They can.
I mean, I would love to say that. It's just, I don't know, because it's just when push comes to shove, I just have no confidence in the big guy. You know, I mean, you know, like
that's the thing though. I'm kind of okay with that right now. Like I'll put my confidence on the other guys, the way Maxi's playing, the way VJ's coming up big, the way if Paul George can give me that 20, 23 points a game.
Yeah.
I mean, we can win games without a beat. So our offense might honestly look a little bit better when he's not on the court this year. Well, spreading the floor that has all that space for Maxey to get to the basket. VJ crashing the boards and chokes up that center of the court a little bit when he's on the floor. That's why he stands the 3-point line so much.
No, I'm with you. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, honestly, they actually are more exciting when Embiid's not on the court. I'm kind of with you, but I just have a fear though when it comes playoff time that they really could use him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
when the game slows down, you know.
You know, it looks like he's getting more into like his game shape. Jarrett McCain.
Yeah.
He looks like he's getting a little bit more back into like the swing and like his role and all that shit.
I'll tell you what, though, I'll take that kid Trey Murphy like we talked about last week.
Yeah.
He would be nice. But yeah, they're all playing on all cylinders. They're playing as a team. I mean,
gotta get Wofford healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the kid Bona when he comes in. You know.
Oh, Bona can play?
Yeah.
But Bona played well on Saturday night. Bona gave him good minutes. I mean, you know, it's the
Who's the best team in the East? The Knicks?
Yeah, I hate to say it. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Who else? Cleveland, isn't Cleveland 15 and 14?
Yeah,
something like that.
Good. Who's the ones? Let me look at the standing because the East has been weird.
Detroit, in my opinion, Detroit's frauds.
Yeah.
Like, are they a good team? Yeah. When it comes push to shove play all time, I don't think they beat us in a 7-game series.
No. They're like a roller coaster, bro.
Detroit. Yeah, so Detroit's the one. They're 22-6.
Okay.
Knicks are 20-8. Boston's 17-11. But I would take us over Boston, to be honest.
Same. I'm taking us over Boston. Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah, I mean the Sixers are 4th, 16-11. We're 7-3 in our last 10.
Let's go. And we're just getting Paul George into the swing of things. Kelly Oubre didn't even come back yet, and B's not even playing that much. It's literally the guys that are playing every day in and out are the guys winning these games, which they're the guys I have trust in to be there no matter what. You know what I mean? Like the only question marks we really got of guys being there is Embiid and Paul George. And I think we can win without them guys right now.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, injuries can pile up. And when I think injuries, I think of my man Jason Fine, a.k.a. Attorney Big Al. Motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, or workers' compensation. He's got 3 offices throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey, 1 in Philadelphia, PA, 1 in Cherry Hill, and 1 in Pittsburgh. So you get hurt out there, make sure you call Jason Fine, you know?
Yeah, he'll get you right.
And unfortunately, as much as I love him, man, because I see the Mush is backstage. Well, you know, my man, the Mush, man, you know, when I think of motor vehicle accidents, man, Mush had a tough year with motor vehicles, bro. So, you know, he might have had to call Jason Fine. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna have to call.
But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, Sixers. Let me do the Sixers schedule real quick. Let's do a little Sixers prediction, and then I'll bring the Mush on here. Sixers schedule. Oh shit! I hit NBA schedule. Hold up. I know they got Brooklyn tomorrow night. And then right around Christmas, Sixers. All right, so yeah, so the Sixers got a tough schedule coming up. Well, they host the Nets, so hopefully they beat the Nets. But then they got to go to Chicago Friday, December 26th. They got that road trip. They always have that road trip when the Disney on Ice is here. So you got at Chicago Friday, December 26th, and then. You know, this really blows. At Oklahoma City, but it's Sunday, 3:30. Like, that sucks because I'd love to watch that game, but I'm not going to watch that shit when football's on. But anyway,
3:30. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
7 o'clock game.
Eagles-Bills is on at 4 something. I mean, you know, like
watch a little bit of it.
Yeah, I'll be watching the Sixers.
Yeah,
it just sucks because, like, Oklahoma
I know
City,
you mean.
That would be like. I mean, Oklahoma City obviously is smoking everybody, but like that would be like
it's a good measuring stick.
Yeah,
it'll show you where we stand, basically. Really.
And then after that, we're at Memphis Tuesday the 30th, at Dallas Thursday the 1st, at the Knicks again that Saturday, and then Monday, January 5th, they come back home. So the Sixers got, you know, hopefully they do beat Brooklyn tomorrow night because they got some tough road games coming up.
500 over that stretch.
Okay.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if they go, I would sign up for 500 right now.
Yeah.
But well, here's a man that earlier in the season was kicking some serious ass. He was well over 500, but guess what? The Mush is back to being the Mush. He's had a couple shitty weeks in a row, and I'm going to bring the Mush on here because he ain't even close to 500. What's up, Mush?
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
Not much. Where you at? Starbucks?
Actually, I'm in front of a Starbucks.
There you go.
Good call.
There you go.
I'm waiting for my pink
Macchiato?
unicorn. I need my pink unicorn latte to give me my picks.
Yeah. In your venti?
So
Get a venti?
A venti, yeah.
Size venti, yeah.
yeah. So to recap your picks last week, it looks like you won with Seattle.
Yeah.
But you picked Washington. You won with Seattle and you won with the Bears. So you won 2. You picked Washington to cover, so you were off on that.
Yeah.
You picked Denver to win and cover. You were off on that, and you picked Detroit to cover. So you're 2 and 3.
2 and 3. All right. So the week before I was 1 and 4. So wow, 2 bad weeks in a row. That's not good. Hopefully this week is a lot better. So it's nice to see our birds are back on track. Hopefully they can get this win out in Buffalo. But it's going to be a tough game out there. It's not going to be easy. So,
there we go. That looks better. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say I can't see shit.
This Buffalo game. You want me to hold on? Let me pull up for the first game.
Yeah.
Ready for the first one? So I got
I'm waiting with bated breath.
So the first game I got, it's Dallas at Washington. Dallas is favored by 6.5. I pick Washington to cover but lose the game.
I like Dallas to cover.
I think Dallas smokes them.
It might be Josh Johnson, right?
Yeah. If it's Josh Johnson, I mean the Dallas Dallas could probably name that game might be an ugly one.
Is Dallas isn't eliminated from the playoffs yet, right?
No, they're
Yeah,
out.
but
They're out.
those
They're
Dallas
100% out.
Oh
We
yeah.
eliminated them Saturday.
Gotcha.
those Dallas Washington games are always pretty close with each other. So we'll see. But I think the Redskins can cover them. So we shall see. Whereas
Okay.
Hugh Douglas says the Commodores.
All right. So
all right.
next one you got.
Next one I got. Let's see. Next one in the cooking pot, we got Detroit at Minnesota. Detroit is favored by 5.5. I'm actually picking Minnesota to cover and win that game.
I like Detroit.
Yeah, I like Detroit too. Yeah, especially
Detroit.
if McCarthy don't play because they got like a garbage man playing quarterback. All right, what we got next?
All right, next one after that one. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, real quick, because if anybody wants to follow these picks, the mush has you betting Josh Johnson and possibly a garbage man for quarterback. So
Yeah.
take his advice at your own risk. You know what I mean?
All right, so
Playing Russian roulette.
the next one we got Baltimore at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 2.5. I'm picking Green Bay to cover that and win.
I agree.
I'm with you there. There's something off with Baltimore, and there's something
Baltimore.
off with
Baltimore's done. Didn't
Yeah.
Lamar Jack? Didn't he get hurt again
Yeah,
He did.
somebody need him in the back.
Yeah. So yeah,
They're
Baltimore's
weird.
done.
They're a weird team.
Yeah, Baltimore's done for the season. All right, let's go to the fourth game. I got it's Denver at KC. Denver is favored by 12.5. I'm actually going to go I'm going to go with Denver to cover and win that game.
I like that actually. I think they destroy KC next week.
Denver.
Yeah, I think they Detroit. I think they destroy Kansas City too.
All right. So then we got the final game. Final game I got is Arizona at Cincinnati. Cincinnati's favored by 7. I'm picking Cincinnati to cover and win.
I like Arizona.
I like Arizona. I like Arizona too, actually. Arizona stinks, but they fought yesterday for a little while. Cincinnati's defense just blows. Oh, you know what? You know what? Strike that. I'm sorry. It's in Cincinnati. You know what? I'm going Cincinnati because it's cold and at Cincinnati. Yeah, I like Cincinnati. My bad.
Cincinnati.
All right. Well, good.
Well, so hopefully I do better this week.
All right. So let's look. All right. So since we're here, let's go down. Let's look at these other games here. Let's look at the games that you didn't. Let's look at the games that weren't touched. All right. So. Houston at the Chargers. The Chargers are favored by 2. What do you guys think there?
Houston. I like to see an upset. I'm not sold on Herbert's hand.
I like Houston too. I think Houston's defense bounces back.
Yes.
They struggled a little bit yesterday. Jacksonville at the Colts. Jacksonville is favored by 6.5.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville
too. New England at the Jets. New England's favored by 13.5. I think
New England.
New England smokes them.
New England.
New England.
Saints at Tennessee. Saints are favored by 2.5. You know, by the way, I forgot to mention this.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore's doing a hell of a job down there now, and that quarterback's playing well. I mean, the Saints have won like 3 or 4 in a row. They're starting to play. You know, they're building something. That kid, what's the quarterback's name?
Showy.
He's not playing bad. I mean, I like New Orleans to go to Tennessee and beat them.
Me too.
He's an older quarterback, but he knows how to throw the ball. And
he's fucking getting to my wide receiver in fantasy a lot by the last 2 weeks. So
yeah,
I like him. 2 championship games this week coming up.
Nice. Good luck. All right. Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Pittsburgh's favored by 4. I like Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
All right. Seattle at Carolina. Seattle's favored by 7.
Seattle.
Yeah, I like Carolina to cover that.
I do too.
I'm going
Carolina's good at home.
I like Carolina to win that game.
You know what, Carolina, after what they did, who did they beat at home?
Tampa.
Tampa. So
I'm taking Carolina.
Yeah.
To win.
Carolina.
Tampa Bay at Miami. Tampa Bay's favored by 5.5.
I said
I like Tampa.
Yeah, I like Tampa, but boy, had they been playing shitty. And thanks, Mayfield, for the goose egg yesterday. Appreciate it.
I like Tampa too, only because the kid from Miami, I don't know if he can play. You know what
Quinn
I mean?
Ewers, he's the next coming to Joe Montana.
Yeah, right. He stinks.
Joe Montana.
Giants at the Raiders in a game that probably nobody wants to win. You talk about a game where both fan bases are like, please just find a way to lose.
Yeah, Giants win because they got the better quarterback.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I kind of think so. I kind of think so too. Honestly, I kind of hope so because I don't want the Giants getting that first pick because then they could sit there and sell that and get a whole shit ton of draft capital. So I
think that's going to happen. But yeah, I don't want them to get the first pick. Yeah. So
yeah. In fact, New York Sports Radio was actually asking, which to me, I think Dart's shown enough where you go with him. But one of the tabloid sports guys was like, "Oh, would you trade Jackson Dart and take a quarterback with the first pick?" And I'm thinking,
no.
I wouldn't do that if I were them.
I seen something where they do trade Jackson Dart, but I forget what team. Like, you know what I mean, to swap picks.
I don't buy that.
Dart can play.
I don't buy.
Yeah,
I don't.
They like the way he plays, but he plays.
I mean, Giants can barely pick a quarterback. They see he can play. Keep that guy.
All right, now Eagles at Bills. Now this is a tough one. Bills are favored by 2.5, but like, are the Eagles going to play the whole game? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know. I mean, if we're going for the 2 seed, they're going to play the whole game. But if they really don't give a shit about it, then is this something where they play the starters a half or 3, or you know what I'm saying?
No, I think they'll play. I think they'll wait to see what happens at the end of this week because Chicago plays at night. So if you win, Chicago loses, that changes your train of thought going into the last week.
I think we play.
I think we win.
Play to win.
We win by a field goal.
And Lane Johnson and Carter should be back too.
I would, sit down.
I think they should get some reps if they're okay to play. They got to get in there.
Yeah, especially if you're going to bench the starters the last week.
Yeah, you need to
get them some reps.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you can't be scared of injuries. Injuries can happen at any time.
I agree.
I like the Eagles. I
Me
like
too. I like the Eagles. Close game, but I like the Eagles.
Bears at San Francisco. San Francisco's favored by 2.5. I mean,
I like the Bears.
Bears.
You do? Okay. Well,
San Fran. I'm going San Fran.
I like San Fran at home too. And then Rams at Atlanta. Rams are favored by 8. I think the Rams can name the score.
Yeah, I agree. And Rams swept them.
Although 8's a lot though. And the one thing about the Rams, I like the Rams, but like the Rams do sometimes like
play down to their opponents
a little. Well, yeah, they fuck around like because they're so much better than some of these teams, and then you look up and you're like, damn, they're barely, kind of like Houston yesterday. Like I don't think there was any threat of Houston really losing that game, but they literally fucked off all game long.
Yeah,
So, and that's it. That's the slate. So according to Diego, then really week 18 we have nothing to play for because that means the Bears. Actually, Diego and Sean both have the Bears winning next week. So week 18 is just totally a chill week for the Eagles.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, that's that. I guess we'll get ready to wrap up out of here. Just one quick thing on anything. One quick thing on the Phillies. Anybody?
They got a right-handed pitcher today.
Oh yeah. You know what? Well, we talked about the outfielder. Yeah, that's right. We talked about the outfielder last show. You know, are you guys surprised JT Realmuto hasn't signed yet? Like, I mean, to me, like, yeah. So I got to be honest with you, dude. I like JT Realmuto, but like, I don't know. Like, I'd almost like let him fucking walk and go get another catcher and use that money to go get like a Bo Bichette or get foot. Like, I don't know.
If you can make that happen, if not, bring back Realmuto.
They were saying get the catcher from Colorado, Hunter Goodman. If something falls through with JT, I'm all with it. You know, I love JT. I love the way he calls the games. But like you said, it's time for change.
Yeah, I mean, I do worry if it would affect the pitching staff because, like, our pitching's the strength of our team. But by the same token, though, like, I don't know, like, I Ken Rosenthal or one of the baseball guys were saying the Phillies are like just bidding against themselves. Like, there's not, like, it's almost like Realmuto's waiting for some huge offer to come, and the Phillies, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. It's almost like, you know, maybe in a week. Maybe in a week or two, the Phillies should call his bluff. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like the trade they did getting rid of Strom out of the bullpen. Strom
was horrible, bro.
Yeah.
I hate Strom, dude. I'll tell you, it was so funny. It came out, they traded Strom, and then I was like, great trade. Who did they get? And
I didn't even care who they got. I don't care who they got.
I'm tired of that dude, man. Like,
he was good in the bullpen, though. I mean,
in the regular season, not when it mattered, really.
They said something too about him in the clubhouse, like what he said rubbed like Dombrowski.
Yeah, I know that Dombrowski was pissed off when he was talking about them not like doing the practice or something.
Yeah, but the last two, like, he was decent. He was pretty good in the regular season, but like, he's the kind of guy, even when he gets guys out, like when I watch it, I'm like, ooh, that John looked hittable. And then like the guy hits it to the fucking warning track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the last two Octobers, he sucked ass the last two Octobers. Yes. I mean, shit. Game one, he's the one that gave up the 3-run homer to Hernandez.
Yep.
I'm tired of that dude. Like,
I don't care who they traded him for. Get him out of here.
It's all good.
Good fucking riddance.
I want Cassiano going. When are they getting rid of him?
They will.
He's pretty. I mean, it's just a matter of time because the GM doesn't even talk about him in the team, so he's obviously not coming back.
Yeah,
right.
I just want to officially know that he's gone.
Oh, he will be.
You know what's ironic though? Like I'm with you because I'm tired of watching him swing at low and away pitches. The ironic thing, though, is if you look back at the playoffs the last few years,
he's been all right.
I was going to say Castellanos probably has some of the biggest moments. I mean, he did. You know what I mean? Like
the defensive catch.
Yeah, like I'm with you guys. Like I think it's time to move off of him. Plus, he blows defensively. But it is kind of ironic. Like we're basically running it back, and everybody's like, "Oh, get rid of Castellanos, get rid of Castellanos." And meanwhile, Castellanos got some of the biggest fucking hits.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm with you though. I think it's time, and they know it's time too. He's done, so we'll do a little bit more Phillies. I mean, next week we'll do a little bit more Phillies talk. It's still football season, so it's hard not to just talk football. But anyway, we're gonna wrap up here. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, hopefully next week we'll be talking about in my eyes, hopefully a Birds win and a Bears loss, and then we'll have a debate on how much we want to go for the two.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, guys. Enjoy your family this week.
Yep.
Happy later.
Strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play, we see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between.